What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 773 Joshua. We are back with another video.
I used to be broke as a joke, now I'm having whatever I like. I still been fighting my demons, it's been one hell of a fight. I'm tired as hell, but I swear that I never get tired of trying. I'm cool as a wind, but I still can't let that nigga cross my line. Fuck what you heard, I don't care who you are. Came from the dirt, now I shine like a star. Ask how I'm doing, I'll tell you I'm fine. Look in my eyes, you can tell that I'm lying. Never thought that I would make it this far. I sing my little song as I play a guitar. Was writing this song and I ran out of time.
And today, you guys, I'm starving, but I want to give y'all some value too. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about 3 skills that you need to actually thrive as an entrepreneur. If you're new to the channel and you don't know this, I've been full-time in entrepreneurship for the past 4, almost 5 years. And so we about to go get something to eat. I'm gonna take y'all with me and I'm gonna just get this value to you. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for the rest of the content so you don't miss out. And yeah, turn on post notifications so you could be notification gang. I'm not gonna lie, if you don't got notifications on, like, the success gods told me that you just won't win. You know, like, I heard that, like, they told me, like, yeah, we see him watching the video, we see her watching the video, but they gotta turn on notifications if they really want to win. So I'm just telling y'all, you can either listen to me or you can't. It's up to you. I just, if I was you, I'm like, man, like, why would I not just go ahead and turn on post notifications and that be the reason why I don't get rich? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, just might as well just do it. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and get something to eat. I think I'm finna go get some seafood pasta. I'm starving. Let's go get that. So I guess you could consider this like a mukbang also. I actually ordered salmon or shrimp pasta, and I added salmon to it. So we got panini noodle, it's Cajun, right? So panini noodle, Cajun, shrimp and salmon pasta, and then I was asking him, like, yo, man, this don't really taste very much Cajun to me. And so he was like, yeah, man, just like more Alfredo. So he gave me Cajun seasoning, and then he was like, you know what? I think our linguine noodle is better. So he gave me linguine noodle. So let's show y'all both of these. And we're gonna tear this up. So we're gonna taste test the linguine noodle first. I already had this one before. It's pretty good. And then I got good Arnold Palmer for the drink. Right, good bev. This got mushrooms in it. I really don't like mushrooms. I'm not a mushroom person. But that's busting. So now that we got our food, in this video I wanted to talk to you guys about the top 3 skills that are needed for new entrepreneurs to succeed. Now, these top 3 skills are things that personally I probably struggled with a lot, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about them as I explain them. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is just focus and elimination of distractions. Me personally, when I first got into entrepreneurship and I first started doing everything that I do now, I already kind of got to a point to where I was getting fed up with all of the things that wasn't helping me get closer to my goals. So what I mean is like, when I realized, like, all right, I'm waking up, I'm doing the same thing over and over, I'm still not making big strides towards where it is that I want to be, I started cutting things off. Like, I remember I took a trip to LA, and that trip literally changed my whole mindset. It was like I was out there with a rented car, had an Airbnb, and I was out there for like a week, 2 weeks, and I did not want to come home. I didn't want to go back to my regular reality. I wanted to create a better life for myself. And so when that trip ended and I'm on the plane and I'm in the airport, I'm just like, I'm looking at all of these successful people in the airport, and I'm like, bro, like, why can't that be my life? Like, what do I need to do? What career? What do I need to focus on to where I could really enjoy and experience life to the fullest while grinding, you know? I'm seeing people have a computer. I'm pulling out my computer to edit so I could look important and busy. That's just the life that I wanted. And so I remember that when I was on that plane, I started typing a letter out in my notes, and I'm just like telling people, like, you know, in these next few months, you know, I'm about to go all in. I'm about to lock in with myself. You know, if we friends, if we, you know, like, don't feel no type of way, but I got to do this for me. And so I typed that out in my notes and I posted it. And so, you know, that was like a decision for me to kind of just like release all distractions, you know. I stopped going out as much. I stopped kicking it with certain people. I literally went MIA. And I just started grinding, like literally grinding my face off. And I got to a point to where then again, I'm like, all right, I'm doing all of this grinding, but something else got to give. And that's when I really was like, all right, I'm finna take whatever opportunity that comes in front of me that can help me, you know, really be an entrepreneur, really get into business. And so when it comes down to it, I realized, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'm going to take advantage of whatever opportunity comes in front of me. And that's when I first started trading. That's when I first started investing. And so even then, it was still distractions. It wasn't things that I knew was distractions, like social media, and like, for example, Netflix and stuff like that. So like when I first started trading and investing, I was literally, you know, like, it's a learning process. It's like going to school again. It's like learning new skills. And so, you know, it was times where I would be, you know, looking at my TV and I'm like, bro, why am I watching Netflix when I could be watching these videos and learning? Why am I scrolling on social media watching people live amazing lives and I got something in front of me that's going to be able to help me really lock in? And so one of the biggest things that I feel like is a real skill is, you know, setting yourself up to really lock in and focus on what's going to get you to where you want to be, and sacrifice the distractions, because it is a sacrifice. Sometimes it's things that we much rather be doing opposed to this. It seems like, you know, it's things that would be a lot easier and a lot more fun and a lot more exciting. And so, you know, and to really succeed in entrepreneurship, you got to sacrifice those distractions. You got to sacrifice the things that you love doing for a moment so that you can get closer to where it is that you want to be. So the first thing that I would say is like just focus and distractions, you know, focus and, you know, starving out your distractions, and, you know, just really honing in, really, you know, because if you don't, time is going to keep going on and you're not going to make the progress that you really want to make in the thing that it is that you're looking to get into and doing in entrepreneurship. The next thing I want to talk about is problem solving, right? If you really want to succeed in entrepreneurship, you have to develop skills of problem solving. You know, I know it's kind of hard for certain people because I've been mentoring and working with people in entrepreneurship and looking to help them get to where it is that they want to be. And, you know, sometimes we are developed and we're trained to be completely dependent. You know, we're waiting for our boss to tell us, okay, go to the bathroom, okay, do this, now do this, now do that. And we're used to being told what to do, even in school, finish this assignment, do this. All right, class, we're working on this. And so when you get into entrepreneurship, you know, nobody is really there to save you. Nobody is there to really solve your problems for you. Nobody is there to really, you know, fix things. You got to fix these things yourself. So when it comes down to problem solving, you know, there's some people that I know that's like, you know, they just run to me and they be like, bro, like, you got to figure that out. You know, like, you got to develop that skill of problem solving, especially in what it is that I do, you know, being a leader, being a mentor. You know, I'm the person that is looked at to be able to solve people's problems. And so when certain people come in and they say, Josh, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to lead, I want to help people. You can't run to me for all your problems. You got to at least try to figure things out. You got to get good at problem solving because problem solving pays a lot of money. And that's why certain people get the manager role and then other people, you know, are being told what to do by the managers, you know. So you want to put yourself, if you really want to succeed in entrepreneurship, you want to put yourself in that leadership and that authority position to where you're the person that's knowledgeable that can solve people's problems. You know, if you're selling a product, you know, what problem does your product solve? And are you good at being able to explain to people how you can solve their problem? The more problems you can solve for more people, the more money you can actually make as an entrepreneur. So problem solving is something that I believe is very, very important, and a skill that you definitely want to develop, because if you don't, you know, you're gonna be a person again, depending on other people solve your problems, and there ain't a lot of money there. Now, the next thing that I would say is leadership and communication, right? This kind of goes along with problem solving, because I feel like if you're a problem solver, then you're a leader. But when I say leadership and communication, my focus more so is just understanding that Communication is the highest paid skill in the world, right? The way that you're able to effectively talk about your offer, effectively talk about, talk about how your offer could benefit people, and effectively talk to people to get them to move in areas and in directions that you need them to move. You got to be good with leading. You got to be good with communicating, because you got to lead your customers to the purchase. You got to lead your customers to making decisions. You got to lead yourself. You got to lead your team. You got to lead your business partners. And the only way you could get people to move is if you know how to communicate with them in a way that will get them to move, instead of telling people just do this, do that, do that. Being able to communicate in a form and fashion to where they see the value and why they're moving, and they see the value and why they're doing the things that they're doing. And so, I believe that if you really focus and hone in on these 3 different things, when it comes down to, wanting to succeed in entrepreneurship, I know for a fact that it could take you guys very, very far. Me personally, I had to develop some of these things I had already possessed, and then it was other things that I had to really realize, okay, I'm bad with communicating, I'm demanding, I'm this, I'm that. And when you start to realize the things that you're bad at, you got to learn how to improve in those areas. You want to go to YouTube, go to Google, go to social media, and figure out the root of the problem and solve that problem for yourself so that you can become more skillful. Now, if you are somebody that's watching this video, really lost, really looking to really succeed in entrepreneurship, and you don't know where to start, you don't know how to really win big, feel free to reach out to me and connect with me, you guys. I'm right now building a community of helping people all around the world get closer to their goals and make the income that they're actually looking to make. And I'm doing a daily vlog on my Instagram where I'm looking to help 100 new people make money online. And so right now I'm building a brand new business to 6 figures from scratch, and you guys have the opportunity to be a part of my team. You have the opportunity to be developed and worked with by me to show you guys exactly how I've been able to do what I've already done before all over again, and I can help you create more success. So if that's something that you want to do, go to the description box below, fill out my mentorship application. Let me know if you have any comments, any things that you want to say about the things that I spoke on in this video, and make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications so that you can stay tuned and not miss out on any of the other videos that I drop. I'm finna finish grubbing in, y'all, so I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Nowadays all of my enemies wanna be friends.